Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to learn how to fluff dry or heat dry your dog. First of all, every time you bathe your dog, you should blow dry it and heat dry it. I always do that with all my dogs. Why? Because it gives them a better finish, so you can groom your dog properly and it looks better than if you just blow dry and no heat dry. So that's one thing. The other thing is, what is heat drying? So heat drying is when you use a heat dryer. it is a dryer, but with an arm that that air will come out of that arm, and it's going to be, like air here, and then you can brush with that hot air, and it's not gonna burn the dog, but you can brush and then straight the hair and all that. Why I heat dry my dogs? Well, I already told you that the finish is better, but then when you blow dry, you can blow dry a body, but then they don't like their faces blow dried, or their tail, because the hair on their tail is very long. So you can leave that, or like blow dry a little bit and leave it damp, and then go back with your heat dryer and fluff dry. That's how some people say it, or heat dry your dog's head and body. I also heat dry everything that I'm going to scissor. If I'm gonna shave down, I won't heat dry, because shaving down very short, you don't see, there's no difference. But if you're gonna scissor, like if you're gonna do a longer haircut, like that's what I'm gonna do now, then you want to heat dry. I'm gonna heat dry her face, I'm gonna heat dry her legs, and everything. I'm gonna heat dry her, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. It's not difficult. You just need a comb and a brush, and of course your machine to heat dry. So I'm gonna show you mine. Mine is not like the best quality, but it gets the job done. That's one of the things that I have on my bucket list to buy for the store. I have to buy a new table. I want a bigger table and a separate blow dryer and heat dryer. Right now what I have is this. Now this is what I have, and as you can see here, this is my blow dryer, because it has the long hose, and I just boom, blow dry the dog. But now I am going to change it to my heat dryer, and you will see. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm gonna set the camera here. So now I'm going to take my arm right here. I'm going to this, and then insert my arm here, tighten it up, and that's it. There is my heat dryer. But then on the settings, I had it on cold air, because you want to blow dry with cold air. But then here you see it's like warm, and then here is hot. I'm going to use this one, the hot, and then the velocity I'm going to set it at less, because she, as you can see, she's very, she doesn't like this. So I don't want to make her more scared, and so I'm gonna set it off on the slowest, and then on. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We set up our heat dryer, and I got my brush. This is what we need. This is a very, I use it all the time, so that's why it doesn't look new, because I use it all the time, and I just use it on another dog. This is a slicker brush. It's very soft. It has two sides, so that's what I'm going to use now to brush. And then when you're heat drying, you can brush any direction you want. You don't have to only brush like this. You can brush like this. You will see. So the key is I'm gonna start heat drying her legs. this part. So when I turn this on, it's gonna be very loud, so I will probably have to do a voiceover.
Okay, I just turned on the heat dryer and I am brushing up and down. Like I said, there is you can brush up and down, it doesn't matter. Just you will see the hair is going to start to separate and dried straighter than if you would blow dry it. And I am going to just repeat that all over her body because I am going to do a longer haircut and I will be scissoring most of it. So you want to repeat that all over your pet. Always check, the temperature. If it's too hot, you can regulate. Maybe on your fluff dryer, you can regulate the temperature. I don't know other heat dryers. On mine, the heat, it's like it's not too hot. It won't harm them. And see, yeah, now I'm turning her. she's very fat and she's cute. I am heat drying her other leg, and I just keep repeating all over until I get to her face. And on her face you'll see. Also, as you can see, you can move the arm of the heat dryer as at your convenience, so you can focus the air flow on any part of your dog's body. Now I am heat drying her face. I am starting, and you want to be very careful here. I already know her, and I know what she likes and what she doesn't. So even though it looks weird and it looks like she's uncomfortable, well, she is a little, but it only lasts for a couple of minutes. It won't last long. See, she's laying down, and now I'm heat drying her neck. Again, brushing forward and backwards. It doesn't matter. What you want is you want to get that hair straight and dried all the way. So that's what I'm doing. See, I'm heat drying her cheeks. Now soon I will be heat drying her ears and all that. What you don't want to do is you don't want to point the heat dryer directly to her nose, like right on her nose. You don't want to do that, or inside her ears. But you need to dry her ears and the top of the head, between, like right on top of her nose. So there is a way that you can point the heat dryer on her face without making her very uncomfortable. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the more you do it on your client, the more they're going to get used to it. Some dogs don't like it, some others don't mind at all. But this is the safest way to dry your dog's face without them, being more uncomfortable. Right now you see me, I'm just drying her other part of the face, and she's almost dried, so it will only be a couple of more minutes and I will be done and ready for her haircut.
Okay, so as you can see, she's already dried, and this is how she looks now. She looks very crazy, but she was heat dry, so now I am going to continue to groom her. But before this video ends, I just wanted to remind you why it is important to blow dry and then heat dry after. I know it's going to take a little bit more of your time, but it is worth it. It makes a difference in the grooming, in the finish. So if you haven't tried it yet, try it. It's not only for poodles and bichons, and no, you can heat dry your Yorkies, your Malteses, and everything. Also, if you have a dog with bad skin that you have to heat dry, you can set it up you can like turn off the heating element. I don't know if all the heat dryers have that option, but this one does. This one I just set it up on the cold, or cool setting, and I just get cold air, and she can be heat dry. Fluff dry. It's not gonna be heat dry because it's cold, but fluff dry with cold air, and it won't bother her skin, because I know some dogs might have like a little allergy or something that you should not use heat on them, even warm, because it will like dry up their skin. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. It's not really difficult, and it's something that can make a change on your groom. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're almost 1,000 in this channel, and I'm so happy, so grateful. I can't even describe how I feel. It's really, I'm very happy. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do join our family and follow me on Facebook. I also have an Instagram. I'll see you guys next time, and have a blessed day. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So I've heard